All right, Gain Orange Theory Trader back with another video just about, don't second guess yourself. When you think you have a candle three, hang in there. All right, so this happened to me. I took an unnecessary loss today on dollar yen short. So let's go over it. Of course, we're on the 8-hour chart. And the way I like to trade, I like to see the majority of the candle, of course, being spent is in expansion as I expect it to do, because typically it does. However, sometimes that expansion won't come until the tail end of the candle. So right here, this is the 1 a.m. candle three that I was expecting to see. Because we remember we have candle one, candle two, which was the 5 o'clock p.m. candle, and then 1 o'clock candle 3 a.m. So right there. So let's go down to the 5 minute and get my template up here for 1 a.m. And I'll show why I took the loss and then what ended up happening. So if I go back a little bit, there is, or was rather, a fair value gap that was present on the chart. I think there were a couple. Let me bring them up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this yellow box here, right there, that's the 1 o'clock a.m. open. So ideally, you like to be in if you're short above the open price. So, and then obviously the fair value gaps to me demonstrate there is momentum in the trade. Now, I don't know where my entry was, maybe somewhere down here, I don't know, but I think I was counting on a few of these gaps to actually hold. So if we play it a little bit, maybe it was even down here. Like I said, I don't recall where my entry was, but if we play it forward a little bit, you'll see those gaps started to get taken and momentum started to rise to the upside. There's one last line of defense that you could use as a possible stop loss level other than the fair value gap, which would be, let me go back to the first gap that opened. Okay, the first candle, you have two really. Either the high of the candle, which will be this level right here. Okay, this is the high of the 8 a.m. candle. You got to eyeball that because it's not like an indicator that I have that shows it. But you have this price level right here. So you got the high of the candle, this one. Or you can also use, what is it like? Let me see here. The candle's high of the fair value gap. So remember, fair value gaps are 3 candle patterns. Candle 1, the green candle, candle 2, and then candle 3. So they're kind of close together. Sometimes they won't always be this close together. But the high of this candle can also be an invalidation zone. Now, in this case, though, they're close together. But your mindset has to be this. As long as price stays below either this candle or this candle, even if this gap gets taken out, I'll stay with the trade, right? So if we let it play out now, we'll see price comes. It will come back up. It closes out all these gaps. But see how it stays below these two levels here? The high of the first candle in the fair value gap and the high of the candle. So, but when momentum came up and this gap closed out, I got out because typically that's what I do. If a gap gets taken, it oftentimes does. Price does keep going against you, but it's not always 100%. So my point is this: the candle opened at 1, but the payout didn't come until 7:20. Because remember, when a 1 a.m. candle opens, it doesn't close until 9, right? And I said price alerts. I don't sit and watch the chart all day and night. That's no type of life, okay? But had I just used a simple stop loss and possibly put it above the invalidation point, say for instance, you could even say like right here, and I don't know, that would be maybe a 2020 or so, something like that, right? I would have dealt with this drawdown. And I think I did. I believe I manually stopped myself out of this trade, but had I just let it go, my TP would have hit, no problem. So the point is this. So now this is the live chart. My point is that if you have a candle 3, as long as the last line of defense is really the high of candle 3. But as long as the high of candle 3 is holding, or low if you're long, but in this case you're short, one of these two levels can be an invalidation zone whereby, okay, if it breaches that, then I may not have a candle 3. But until then, don't let this retrace scare you, right? Because you're still counting on one of these highs to hold. And then the gaps came right back and it closed. And right now we're still in the 9 o'clock hour now. Price is still dropping, right? So don't second guess yourself is my point. If you think you have a candle 3, let the market prove you wrong, right? Let the market prove you wrong because you never know. Okay, sometimes things just retrace. They solicited more longs and then it's destroyed everybody. Everybody who went long here is upside down, right? So you could be right, but sometimes you're right a little early. But hope that helps. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for your time and attention. Remember, just stick to trading candle threes. Okay, if you find a candle three, hold on to it and milk it for all it's worth. Okay, and you'll do fine. All right, but thanks for watching. Take care.